All right, well, I've had a lot of guys messaging me right now asking about the Cobia bite, asking about exactly what you want to use to target the Cobia. And I'll tell you, I can't think of a better place to go than to come and see my buddy Jay Baisch here at Baisch Boys Bait and Tackle. And I've called a late afternoon. He's in here by himself. So let's go in and talk to our good buddy Captain Jay. And
What's up, everybody?
Jay, listen, man, everybody's asking about Cobia, how to target them, what's the best way. Go over some things with us real quick.
Yeah, I'd love to. You know, my phone's ringing off the hook too. You know, a couple of my buddies have finally posted some pictures and some guys are catching some Cobia. So let's go over a few things. First things, let's go over a good pitch bait. They're gonna come up to the boat, you're gonna see them, you're gonna get excited. First way to catch a Cobia is to have a pitch bait ready when he shows up. If you go to tying stuff on when he shows up, you're probably too late. So let's go over to a couple good lures I've got here at the shop.
So you're talking about that point when the customer or somebody on the boat goes, there's a shark behind the boat.
Yeah, there's a shark. That's music to my ears.
Yeah.
There's a shark. There's music to my ears.
Yeah,
and I
there's a
even
shark.
tell people, you're going to think it's a shark.
Yep.
All right, so let's go over to a couple pitch baits here, guys. There's a couple things I use. English makes a big old jig head right here, 2-ounce jig head. And I'll put this on a rubber worm. It's a nice sturdy hook. It casts real good. But that Organized Chaos jig, plenty big to handle a Cobia. Yep. For sure. That on a rubber worm works really good. Another thing I carry here are these flies. These are made by a guy in North Carolina. These are all hand tied, and I'll show you one, Meat Hog. It's a cool little company. But these are specific Cobia flies. And last year and the year before, I caught some really nice fish off these. If you're going around looking at schools of Menhaden to pick out a fish in the afternoon when they come up and do some sunning, these with the feathers, they just pulse. When you retrieve it through the water with a little pulse, those feathers just, I mean, they light them up. They get them going. Quick tip with the bait, with the pitch bait. Any pitch bait you use, any lure you use, when you bring it back to the boat, if the fish is following it and he's not eating it, don't take the lure out of the water. If you've ever seen guys in freshwater musky fish, reel this lure about 6, 8, 10 inches from the tip of your rod, put half the rod in the water, and make big figure 8s, lots of air bubbles. You can piss off and excite a Cobia. A lot of times those fish come up, you don't think they're gonna eat because you've tried everything. You've tried, if you go there, you've tried an eel. I'll tell you right now, guys, I've caught my share and somebody else's of Cobia in my life, and bless the Lord, I've never put an eel on a hook.
That's right.
They eat plenty of things. The name Cobia actually means, interpreted, crab eater. That's why they taste so good, because they spend so much time eating crab. Crab works really good. Live pinfish, live bluefish is one of their favorites. But there's a lot of live baits you can use without having to slime yourself up with an eel, just so you know.
Now another one, you know, we were talking about, the reason they're here typically this time of the year is the Menhaden.
Yes.
Now, fresh, frozen,
okay.
chum, how do you do, what do you like to do?
Here's where I'm at. If I'm going to pick a piece of structure with, okay, spade, if you have a good spade fish hole, that's where you should try Cobia fishing first. Anchor up. Cobia and spades usually hang out together. Cobia, for some reason, just like having buddies. They hang around turtles. They hang around shipwrecks. They hang around a board that's floating. They hang around a sea sunfish. They just like being associated with something. And a school of spadefish works really well this way. So if anywhere you know, if you don't know where to go catch a Cobia and you know where to go catch a spadefish, you know where to go try to catch a Cobia. So go right now. The spades just showed up. Go like you're spade fishing, and let me show you a couple of kinds of chum we can use here, guys. You can bring these fish to you. This is a chum, Tournament Master chum. It's got Menhaden milk enriched in it. It's enhanced with Menhaden milk. And you can see this, it's pre-frozen and it's nasty. It's ground fish with Menhaden milk. And you put it in one of these little bags right here, a mesh bag, hang it off the side of the boat. Every 10-15 minutes, give it a shake so some more debris comes out of it. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Menhaden oil has been removed from this and sold at the market as Menhaden oil.
A lot of people don't understand that.
So this is like a dry cracker compared to a moist piece of cake, right, if you're a Cobia. So if you can get fresh Menhaden, I just caught these a couple days ago, and I'll get about 10 or 12 of them, and I'll put them in a chum bag, and I'll keep one right-handed boot in my boat and one bucket, and I'll pull this in and stomp on it with my boot every 10 or 15 minutes and then reintroduce it to the water. The blood that comes out of these is red. The guts that come out of these are real. The oil that comes out of these comes to the surface, and if you're willing to go the extra mile, this is one of those instances where it pays off.
Right.
And do not over chum. That's when you start getting shark problems. They have a keen nose, and you don't need to bring in every predator in the ocean. So you can put out this chum bag while you're spade fishing, spade fish, and then boom, cobia shows up. Be ready with your pitch bait, and then you're good to go. The next thing would be running down the beach chasing bait. I recommend around 11 o'clock in the morning, I seem to kill more cobia. 11 to 1, I seem to kill more cobia around the bait than any other time of day. It feels to me that in the mornings when you get there, you can get to a school of bait and see them, their backs are raised out of the water, they're all excited, feel they're in trouble, but you won't see the fish. I think in the morning times it feels like the fish are under them a lot, and right around 11, 12 o'clock, they come up and sunbathe, and that's when I go look for them.
That's great, man. Hey, all right, so, you're going to grab those live menhaden, like you mentioned.
Yes.
A great rig to get out there with your live bait.
Yes.
You sell them over there in
Yeah.
the cobia section. Show us real quick how to tie one of those. How about that?
This is my pitch rod right here. Short, stiff, and you can see I've got a double snelled rig on here, and this is my cobia live bait rig. I've got set up here at my counter. Let me come around.
Hey, by the way, check out the new hats.
Woohoo! I'm gonna show you all how to snell a hook on some mono really quick.
There we go.
Keep the radio on in the shop here so I can eavesdrop on who's fishing.
Oh.
Alrighty. So this treble hook, it has a flat side, and it has a side where they've welded the third hook on it. You're gonna place the flat side up and lay the line through on that flat side.
Yep.
Pinch it and roll it down towards the base. And then I'll pinch it off with my fingers, get my tag end, and run it back through the eye.
The same way that you went into that, correct?
The same
You'll
way
come back out
That's
the same
right.
way you went in, okay?
Now look,
That's key.
that's the first one. The second hook, once again, you have to find the flat side. There's the flat side. Find the tag end of your line because you've already used the other end. You have to face the tag end going up the hook, okay? Put the tag end in the eye and run it through that. All right, perfect. And then I'm gonna pinch it down, and I'm gonna imagine I have a menhaden in my hands right now. I'm gonna hook this hook in his nose, and I'm gonna put this hook in his back. So that's about the size of the rig I want right there.
Roughly 5 to 6 inches.
Yeah, 5 to 6 inches, that's right. Now I'm gonna pinch it down again, roll it right down towards the back of
And
that.
it's very important to make sure these rolls are completely
And-
side by side, not over the top.
That's right, do not stack them, they will break, it'll cause a pinch. And then grab your tag end again,
And going right back out.
and right back out. And then I just tie a swivel on this end right here, and that's your snelled cobia rig.
Look at there.
I tied this just now with a nickel plated hook, but specifically when I cobia fish, I usually use a bronze hook. This is a rig for killing cobia. This is not a rig for letting go cobia. So if this rig ends up in his face, I want something that's gonna rot out for their sake and our sake as fishermen.
Well, right now there's a lot of small cobia around,
Yep.
and big ones as well. You know what? I'm not impartial. I'll fight a small one as well.
Oh yeah,
Of course, we can't bring it in.
but I'll be honest with you, I usually don't pitch this to something I'm not gonna kill.
I don't want to put you on the spot. We didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Cobia regulations have changed.
Yes.
Can you go over that real quick with us?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
1 fish a person, 3 per boat. That's our law. That's the rule. 36 inches instead of 33, and it's to the fork. It's not the overall length of this fish.
Right.
So you can't make the tail longer like a redfish and tell the DNR agent, look, he's 36 and a half. That's not gonna fly. It's a fork length to the center of the tail, down the center of the body. And that's the new regs, and you know what? I think it's fair. I think it's a good compromise from where we were to where we need to be.
And we got it year round now, right?
And we got it year round.
That's even better.
Amen.
Because you know you can catch them in the wintertime.
Yeah,
Catch 'em
offshore,
all
bottom
winter long,
fishing,
offshore.
on the
Yep.
ledge. They get them all winter long.
Well, that's awesome. All right, Jay, listen, I know you can come up here, customer can come up here and buy these rigs, or they can book a trip with you, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Okay, honestly, I'm a busy guy. Here's my phone number, 843-902-0356. Texts seem to work best for me right now. I'm working really hard, and I'm trying to respond as fast as I can. Text me, and I'll see it when I get home tonight, 100%.
There you go.
And then the shop number, 843-651-1951. And we're here 7 days a week, 5:30 in the morning.
Hey, I'm not going to correct you, but I love you, but 1915.
1915, oh
How
my
about
gosh.
that? 843-651-1915. And Jay, by the way, has been busy, folks. If you think about it, charters, catching bait, selling bait, busy, and look at what he's done to the store. I mean, it's incredible in here, but come by, give him a call, get all the information you need. Jay, thanks so much for taking the time.
No problem. Tails up.
All right, folks. Hey, tight lines. This is Captain E. Peace out.